Hello everyone! Welcome to Tarot Between Sisters. My name's Lady Phoebe. We have our window like wide open and like the into the courtyard. There's lots of people walking, so I'm like, I'm gonna do a tarot read. But today I am going to do tarot read. I'm using the Tarot Vintage. I love it. And let's see what we need to know for today, for Sunday. Which, whatever, I should say this in more readings too. These readings are timeless. Honestly, like, if you go through the videos and you read the titles and what pulls you in, that video is meant for you. So I stopped doing, so I used to do like collective messaging for the title and everything, but then it's like, well, no, because how would you know what you need to hear if the title doesn't grab you, right? So if the title grabs you, it doesn't matter if we made it, like if it was the first video that we made, whatever. If it grabs you, it is meant for you. All right, let's do this. Okay, Spirit, what do these beautiful people need to know? Okay. Okay. I was wondering what direction this was going to go, and then the next card popped out, and I went, okay, that direction. So first we got Seven of Swords. This one is a thief in your camp. Like you can see, he has snuck in, and he is stealing your shit, pretty much. And so again, I'm like, hey, what is this? What way, what direction is it going? Because it can go in a couple of the different directions. And then the moon came out. So I get from these two cards coming out, because the moon is that there's something hidden from you. And I instantly feel like this is a specific person, and they are, they have pulled the wool over your eyes a little bit. And I can feel like deep down, I feel like there's something not right. Like I feel when I'm around this person that I'm not at peace somehow. There's something here, but I don't know what it is, because they aren't really being truthful with you. They are, I just got this like tapestry. So they are weaving this idea of them and what your relationship should look like. And they're kind of manipulating it a little bit. And they're like, ooh, I want you to believe this about me, and I want to show you only this so that you think this and this and that. Like, there is a great amount of storytelling I just got in this relationship. And so what that means to me is that they are telling you what they are, but what they're showing you is actually what they are. So these words that are coming out paints this pretty picture, but their actions make you feel uncomfortable somehow. And I don't like whatever, but it is a very manipulative friendship. And so if you're feeling deep down that there's something not quite right, you hang out with them and there's just something, trust that, okay? And I'm not saying cut them out, because like sometimes that's not so easy to do. Sometimes it's a family member that you literally can't. But what you can do is you can start to look at them in their truth, not in what they are giving to you, but what you actually like in truth. And so you can have a little bit more understanding. Okay, this person is unhappy, and so they need to weave this tale because they don't want me to see this unhappiness, or this person doesn't feel like they're worth much, so they have to spin this tale to make them seem a better person. Maybe they've done some things that they're ashamed of, and they can't quite get out of that cycle. And so they continue to do it, but they're not doing it out of malicious intent. It's just almost that they don't understand it. So if you can actually look at that with the understanding, then what happens is you start trusting your intuition more. And then when they start trying to be this way to you, you can just go, no, I'm sorry, that doesn't align with me, because I can see it now. So I think that that's like the main thing, is for you to actually look at what you're feeling rather than what they are showing you. Okay, and then two cards popped out over here, but I wasn't supposed to turn them over yet. Knight of Swords. Okay, so I think that this has something to do with what they are. I think this is giving a little bit more information into what they are giving to you. So what, we got Nine of Pentacles next, but it was upside down. So what they want you to feel and see is, I'm this independent person. I make my own rules. I am so happy. I make my own money. I pay my own bills. I do my own thing, and life is fucking great. I love life. But the fact that she's upside down is telling me that they're actually not happy about being alone, about their life. They aren't actually as financially successful as they may seem to be. And I feel like their money isn't their own, if that makes sense. Because this card is very like, I am in like Beyonce, like Destiny's Child, all the women independent, throw your hands up at me. That's this right side up. Upside down though, so I don't feel like their money is their own. So like they're asking their parents for money, or they're asking their siblings for money. Like there's some sort of money that they are getting from outside sources that isn't their own earnings, if that makes sense. And then they are portraying to you like they are living life on full blast and that they are loving life and they're successful and whatever. And again, I think that you've seen certain things that you're like, I don't know. But because they're so convincing at showing you this and keeping the truth from you, you're like, oh, I must just be crazy. I don't know why I'm feeling that weird. I must just be crazy. And then we got Knight of Swords upside down. So the Knight of Swords is like this super hot energy, this super fast, like the speed, like look at how intense that guy's moving. And it's swords again. So we started with swords and we're ending with swords. And that's always a mental state. So I feel that they are this whirlwind of energy. And so it's almost like it's trying to keep you off your toes a little bit so that this stays hidden. And so there's this whirlwind and they are coming at you with so much energy that you have a hard time keeping your balance. Because the Knight of Swords, like right side up, sometimes speed is fine, right? Sometimes to make a decision very fast is what's called for at that time. And so you actually need that speed, you need that confidence, you need that determination, you need to be able to move forward and think on the fly, boom, 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 boom. But upside down, I feel that there's an imbalance in it. And I feel that, like I said, I can just feel this whirlwind around this person. And you get around them and you start to doubt yourself a little bit. You start to question. Like if you go in there with one opinion, they will whirlwind you and then you change your opinion because you're like, oh, well, they are saying it with so much confidence that they must be right. So you're really putting your own beliefs and wants and opinions on the back burner because they're so convincing. They're very convincing. Altogether, this doesn't seem like a great relationship. It doesn't. Okay, let's see what's our next step. What's our next step here? Because so far, it's been doom and gloom, baby. So let's see, what's our next step? Ace of Wands. Okay, this goes even into what I was saying before. So you have this vision, this creative idea, this whatever, but then you get around them and they seem to tilt things. And then you come out of it very unsure feeling. Because the Ace of Wands is like the power. Like it is the power stick, the inspiration, the wand of, like it's power. Again, it's upside down, so you feel very powerless with this person. And you're, again, not sure why. And I think it's with the speed with which they move. Because I think that you're more maybe a toned down version. Like you can do things fast, whatever, but that's not generally your comfort spot. Your comfort spot is to be able to take your time a little bit, to be able to ease into stuff a little bit. Change maybe a titch frightening for you. Like you'll do it, but you have to ease into it. Their speed is what throws you off. It's because of the whirlwind, the massive energy that they bring to your life, and just boom, 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 like things happen so fast that you find a hard time catching your bearings. So I just asked, okay, so what's now? Like what's next, right? And I got the Page of Pentacles, but I also got, okay, come on. Page of Pentacles upside down, but I also got stop including them in so many things. So I think what has happened is you've gotten in a habit of being almost like they're your confidant. So when you get a new idea, when you get this new inspiration, when you get this new thing that you're like, oh my God, I'm so excited about it, I need to tell this person. Because they do have this charismatic, charming quality about them that you do enjoy being around. But like there's just something off. And so when you go and tell them these ideas, they somehow downplay them or they somehow find fault in them. And then you go, oh yeah, you're right. Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh shit, yeah, okay, no, you're right. No, I get that. I totally get that. So then total loss of motivation. So there may be something where you just need to do something and not let them know. Not let anybody know. Sometimes like when we share something, when it's not quite an idea that's full fruition, and that's actually kind of the Page of Pentacles. That's a very immature, new energy. But it can be an immature thing as well, that it's too premature. That's the word I was looking for. Something's too premature to tell somebody about. And this is Pentacles about this is Pentacles as well. So it is about like a business venture or a new idea, like a new inspiration, and it would generally be in the business aspect, making money, because it's the Pentacles. So I feel that you maybe prematurely tell people, and especially this person, about these new ideas, and then they twist them, and then they make them not so nice. And so this card, I think, is coming through to say, stop doing that. Before you've actually fully realized the idea, and maybe even put it into practice, like you actually have like a prototype or a something to show, or you started selling it, right? Like there's some action behind the idea. Stop telling people, because you're telling them too prematurely and it's throwing you off. And that's what the Page of Pentacles. So when I asked, okay, what does this person do? Like, what do we do now? We have this person in our life. We want to move forward. What do we do? Stop letting them in as much. And I know that they will feel that separation, and you just need to let that be okay. Because it really is keeping you in this place of darkness. And it's keeping you from feeling fully accomplished. Because you do have all these ideas and these great things. And like I said, and I think you just maybe share everything a little bit too prematurely. So there's a sense of maybe keeping your cards a little closer to your chest. And it's not like you're being withholding or anything like that. It's just you're understanding that maybe you need to fully realize and fully have the confidence in your idea, so that when someone says, well, that's not really, do you think that would work? Then you go, yes, actually it would work because this. Or you just say, yes, it would work. And they go, oh. But if you are saying something too premature, so you don't even have the confidence in it yet, you're very easily taken off of that idea and set on a different path or course and then look at the bottom of the deck. So what I'm saying, what I've been talking about, of not letting people in so quickly, maybe figuring it out within yourself a little bit more, keeping it in. These two swords are air signs as well. And I know we do have Pentacles here and a wand, but I'm drawn to the air signs, or the swords. Swords is air sign, and air sign is very in the head, right? Air signs do keep things a little bit in. We do tend to overthink, but I'm just thinking it in the healthiest term of the sign. We think things through. There's a lot of thought, and so we think the steps through, and we are able to get the fully realized idea before sharing. And so I'm just drawn to do that. So that's what I'm being told for you. If you keep your cards a little bit closer to your chest and you don't just spill all your ideas right away, you will get the confidence in them to then move forward regardless of what someone says. And then look at what happens when you do that. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is like sublime happiness. It's emotional well-being. Because right now, so far, like in juxtaposition, and it's funny that this was on the bottom of the deck, because there's some work to go through, right? Look at all these cards. But we often forget about the bottom of the deck as readers, and I myself as whatever, but this is a huge card to pay attention to, because it shows the flip side. Like right now you're experiencing all that we've talked about so far, but then look at the flip side of that. So you do the work and you keep your cards close to your chest, and like even look at this deck, you don't know what cards are in there. You don't know. And by you keeping them to yourself, you can appreciate them and work on them without getting derailed, and then look at what happens. You get 10 of Cups. And so you get like that sublime, like this is the goal in life, right? 10 of Cups. So yeah, so for a kind of reading and like most of the cards, to have that as the bottom of the deck card is fantastic. And actually I think what I should do is in every reading pay attention to the bottom of the deck, because it does. If you were to think of the things that are hidden from you, right now you're only seeing, and it's funny that we even got the Moon card, but right now you're only seeing this aspect, but what's hidden from you is this capability of being extremely happy. You just need to change some things that you do. Keep things a little closer. Don't share everything. And like I said, pay attention and really understand who this person or people are. So when they do things, you won't be able to be manipulated by them. You'll be able to see it for exactly what it is, and then you'll get to choose instead of being manipulated into the choice. Make sense? All right. I think with that, we're going to end it. Have a fantastic day. Choose love and choose love again. Be compassionate to yourself and be compassionate to others. Mwah! Bye.